everyone. Welcome back to Interviews with Plants, Winter Edition. Today we're interviewing the bitter cherry, also known as Prunus emarginata. This is a deciduous tree, or sometimes it's more like a shrub, depending on where it grows. But you'll find it commonly in open spaces along roadsides and streams. Here we can see the bark of an immature bitter cherry. It's smooth, grayish in color, with orangish red raised lenticels. Here we can see the bark of a mature bitter cherry. It's grayish, brownish, and silverish in color with raised lenticels. If you look at the lenticels, they're overall in an oval shape with a little dip in the middle. They kind of look like a mouth. The dip in the middle has a slight reddish or orangish color to it. Here we can see a decayed leaf of the bitter cherry. It's overall pointed and long in shape, also known as lanceolate. If you look closely, you can see the edges are finely serrated. And at the base of the leaf, there are two glands. These glands are quite distinctive and are only present on cherry trees. Here we have a twig from the bitter cherry. You can notice that the buds are small and oval shaped and quite pointed. As we get closer towards the tip of the stem, the buds become closer together. This is a distinctive trait of bitter cherry versus paper birch. The immature twigs are also covered with a fine fuzz. You'll have to look really closely to see it. Here we can see the immature bark of the bitter cherry. It's quite smooth, copperish in color, with small, beige raised lenticels. One of the easiest ways to tell if something is a bitter cherry is actually to have a smell or even a taste of the twig. So if you take a twig and scrape off the new bark and smell, it has quite a pungent, bitter smell. And if you decide to taste it, it's quite gross. And so those are some of the key features you need to look at when trying to identify bitter cherry. Make sure to look at more than one thing before you make your final decision. So let's thank the bitter cherry for its time and tune in next time to more Interviews with Plants.